everybody. Welcome back to Healing with Love. Thank you so much for joining me. I am coming to you from North Carolina, so we are enjoying the outdoors, a night outdoors with beautiful sounds, night sounds. We got some crickets, we got some toads, we might have some dogs barking, some cars going by, but let's just enjoy nature. So, which is very significant for the 6-6 portal, because what is 6? 6 is Mother Nature. It is Earth. It is man. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. It is a very powerful number. And this is a very powerful portal because it is not only a 6-6, but it's a 666. So I know a lot of religious people out there probably about that, but it's actually a very powerful number representing manifestations here on Earth. Nurturing ourselves, nurturing Mother Earth, all that good stuff. So I got myself a nice little beverage here, a little blue moon. I don't usually drink beer, but today was once in a blue moon, I guess. So feel free to have yourself a water, a tea, or a cocktail, whatever you see fit. And I'm going to get started. So I know it's been a minute since the last one. I think it was 4-4 was my last one. And I was going to do it on 6-6, but my sister ended up staying home from work that day. And so I didn't really get a chance to have my alone time. So I finally was inspired. I was out in the patio and I was inspired by the night sounds. So here I am. So here we are. And I'm going to start with the numerology. So we talk about the number 6. So 6 in numerology is the boss. So they take control of things. They're able to, get things done. They're also the nurturers. So they're always taking care of everybody and everyone. So this number is about nurturing yourself, nurturing others, especially nurturing Mother Earth, because this is the planet that we live on. So maybe advocating for Mother Earth a little bit more. Then, so we have 6-6, which is 12, which is the number 3. That's all about communication and creativity. So getting creative, being your own boss in a creative field, perhaps. And 1 is the leader, new beginnings. 2 is soul connections. It's patience, it's peace, it's love, it's harmony. So it's about coming together with your soul tribe, your soul family. And 12 has been a repeating number as well. So I don't know if anybody else has been getting 12 as a repeating number, but I have. And it is a very powerful number. And so we go with 666, which, we were just talking about how some religions think that it is a scary, representing the devil and all this stuff. And that's just a programming that we have programmed in us from our ancestors. It's literally encoded in our DNA. And sometimes when we are on this journey, we question everything, especially when we have a spiritual awakening. A lot of people, when they start to awaken, they revert back to religion because they feel that that's their protection. And you are already divinely protected. And I guess crossing that fear threshold is the big step. So 666 is the number 18. 1, new beginnings, leadership, originality, and 8 is power. So stepping into your power, stepping into your leadership, qualities, and it's the entrepreneur. So starting a new business. I should have got a hair flip. Anyway, number 9, the humanitarian. So 666 is all about humanitarianism, which is wonderful because I was just talking about advocating for Mother Earth. So 666 in itself is about wisdom. It's about compassion. And it's all the other numbers. So 1 through 9. Like 9 has already been through all those numbers. So it has all this wisdom accumulated. So a lot of people that have a 9 in their chart, wherever it may be in their chart, they have accumulated a lot of wisdom throughout their lifetimes. So, okay, so then 666, what else was I going to say about 666? It happens once in a blue moon. Okay, so let's get started with the songs. We are gonna step into this right now. I was in the shower when all these songs were playing, so it was really interesting because they had a lot of synchronicities that it was almost like a love song to you or you to somebody. I just asked the universe to just play me what the messages and the songs that people needed to hear. So the first song was "Oh Honey" by Delegation. I just wanna thank you, baby, for giving me a brand new start. I was so lost, you saved me. So that's about meeting somebody who has saved you in some way. Oh, honey. And honey, right? Honey is, I call it, it's medicine. To me, honey, even though it's, people think it's sweet, it's medicine. And it's in connection to the bees. Sorry if the table moves, but there's like a wobbly, I can't help it. But bees, without the bees, we cease to exist. And it's about taking care of the bees, taking care of nature. So that's what I was getting with that. Oh, honey. And this brand new start keeps popping up as well. So like somebody's having a brand new start. Okay. Number 2, Never Be Like You by Flume. I'm only human, can't you see? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay. Somebody. So that talks about being human, making mistakes, and not needing forgiveness from others, but from yourself, and realizing you are only human. I love that song, Flume. Like, it's one of my favorite songs. Okay, number 3 was In Love With You by Erykah Badu. And the lyrics are self-explanatory. It's like, it's her, and I forgot who else it is. Maybe it's Wyclef Jean, but they're talking about how they're in love with each other, and they never met anybody like that before, and yeah, it's a great song as well. Number 4, If I Ruled the World by Nas. I'd free all my sons, black diamonds and pearls. If I ruled the world. Okay, so If I Ruled the World. When I hear that song, it's about manifesting things into reality. So think about, in the song, he talks about seeing a black president. At the time that the song was written, that was almost like, wow, yeah, okay, when is that going to happen? And it happened. So it's about manifesting the world that you want to see and that you want to live in, and not focusing on all the travesties and the wars that's going on. I know, yes, we want to be in the know about it, and we want to, be aware, but we also don't want to let it dictate our life, because we can go down this downward spiral of, depression if we let it get to us. So it's about staying high in that high vibe, because in that high vibe, you understand that there's a purpose and a reason for everything, and everything is happening for a reason. It's like almost like cyclical. Things are repeating because we're supposed to learn from them, and if you don't learn, it's going to just keep repeating itself. It's cyclical. Okay, another great song. So number 5 was Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. I am beautiful. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring you down. So other people's opinions of you are not the truth. You are beautiful. And I guess it's like a reminder to you that you're beautiful. I always say, like, I always look in the mirror and I tell myself, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. Because I never, as a kid and was growing up, I never thought I was. So I needed to, like, learn to love myself and give myself these positive affirmations that I wasn't getting anywhere else. So I needed to believe it. So you are beautiful. No matter how many broken pieces and all this stuff, it's like kinsakuroi, right? The pottery is more beautiful for having been broken. Okay, so the next song was Higher by Britt Bollinger. I think he's the singer from Pepper. And it talks about I want to get higher than I did before, through the good times, bad times, been through it all, but I stay higher, right? Even though you go through good times, you go through bad times, but you always stay in that high vibrational state and continue to stay high, right? Your highest version. Table. Everybody wants to think they can. And that's a great lyric, because everybody wants to think they can, but then they judge themselves, like, I don't know if I can or not. You can do whatever you want to do. And his songs, I had another song, I think it was yesterday that his song came through. I had like 3 songs in the past days. I only have like a couple songs, or maybe 4 songs of his on there, and they all played. So Brett Bollinger. Okay, number 7, this was another theme, beautiful. This was You're Beautiful by James Blunt. You're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do. So You're Beautiful. It's like, there's actually, I think there's 3 songs here that reference You're Beautiful. So if you've been doubting, maybe looking in the mirror and be like, oh, there's so many things that I would like to fix. There's so many this, if I could just do this, if I could just, lose weight, or if I could just, fix my face or get surgery, whatever. You're beautiful just as you are. Okay, so number 8, Jump. That's another repeating word, Jump, by Van Halen. I forgot what other song had that in there, but might as well jump. Go ahead, jump timelines, jump. Maybe just do jumping jacks movement, right? So, Jump by Van Halen. Oh, who said that, baby? How you been? You say you wanna roll with the punches and get to what's real, but can't you see I'm standing here? I got my pocket against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you see, but can't you see what I mean? Might as well jump. So, Jump by Van Halen. Number 9, Tenderness by General Public. This is like these songs are like taking me back to my childhood. So, tenderness, where is the tenderness? Where is it? Held your hand, rings but none on that finger. We danced and danced, but I was scared to go much further with it. So letting go of fear to go after things that you want, but also tenderness, right? Being tender with yourself, the way you talk to yourself. Once again, that's a theme here. So tenderness. The next song, number 10, is Nothing on You by Bruno Mars and B.O.B. And anytime I see B.O.B., I think of 808, Hawaii. So, this beautiful girls all over the world. I'm chasing, but my time could be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you. So, there's beautiful girls all over the world, or beautiful guys all over the world, but they got nothing on you. You're just like one of a kind. You are unique. I think you just need that reminder, because that's the theme. When I was in the shower, I said, I want poignant messages. What do they need to hear right now? And this is like what you need to hear. Like, they've got nothing on you. So if you feel like somebody is competition or whatever, in whatever you do, like, they've got nothing on you. And let's take TikTok, for example, right? I've never seen so many tarot and oracle card readers. And I never seen anybody do what I do with the music. And now everybody's doing it. So I don't know if it's cause and effect, or they've been doing it and I just didn't know. But I love it. I love seeing a reader and they have a song attached, because I love music. So, even though there's a million of them, they all have their own special, unique thing. And you have your own special, unique thing, so don't be afraid. Okay, so to do your thing, right? Even though a lot of people are doing it. So if one musician is making music, does that mean another musician can't make music because that guy's already making music? That's kind of like what's coming through here. Okay, so number 11, Feels Good by Tony. Feels good. So he's talking about somebody that they feel good. Like when they're around, they feel good. Seeing there, being in their presence, talking to them, hearing their voice, it feels good. It feels good. To know that you love me for me, it sure feels good. Really feels good too, baby. Let me hear you say, oh, oh, baby. Okay, yeah. So, you make people feel good. Your presence in itself, just your energy, your aura, you make people feel good. You make people feel loved, appreciated, and they can just be themselves, and there is no judgment. And I think that is a great quality to have. And it's Tony. It's spelled 3 different ways. Tony, Toni, and Ton with the E with the little thing on it. Tony. Number 12. There's the magic number 12. Hands Down by Dashboard Confessional. Hands down, this is the best day I can ever remember. Always remember the sound of the stereo, dim of the soft lights, the scent of your hair that you twirled in your fingers, and the time on the clock when we realized it's so late, and this walk that we share together. The streets were wet and the gate was locked, so I jumped it and I let you in, and you stood at the door with your hands on my waist, and you kissed me like you meant it, and I knew that you meant it. I'm not the best singer, but I had to sing that whole part of the song for whatever reason. The gate was locked, so I jumped it and I let you in. So sometimes when a door's locked, you have to jump. Might as well jump, right? I mean, I guess if it's your house, it's okay, not if it's somebody else's house. But it's more metaphorically, like, the gateways, the doorways. So the gate, sometimes we get to these portals and we don't feel anything, or we don't feel like, we feel like it's such a magical day and I'm not feeling so magical. So we might feel like we were locked out of it, and you just have to overcome that because it is how you are receiving it. I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever, but that's how it came out. So, and little story time. I remember one time I lived in these apartments and they had these like spike fences, and I forgot my key and I had to jump over that, and I was pretty tipsy. This was like probably 15 years ago, and I almost impaled myself jumping over, and my friend pulled me back before I can fall into it. And sometimes you wonder, like, was that one of my death moments? And then, how, I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I get those moments where like I know at a time that I died in my life because things changed dramatically after that exact point. I guess they're like core memories, reference points. So you get these reference points, like you remember them. Like, oh my God, I could have died that day and I didn't. What if you did? Right? Because nobody ever really dies. We just jump into another body, right? So walk-in spirits, jumpers, walk-in spirits. So at one point I know a lot of people, they don't understand the walk-in concept, but I know at one point that I had walked into this body to take over because I felt the old Marcy was depressed and sad and could not get out of it. It was almost suicidal ideation all the time. So I just remember one time I was like crying and crying and crying, and I wanted to die, and I kind of visualized myself like walking in front of a truck, and then bam, I felt like this, I don't know, this whole energy went through my body, and then I was here, and I didn't have a lot of memories. Like my memory was affected, a lot of weird things. So like I would have to go to Facebook to reference my life sometimes because I didn't remember. Like people would say, I went to a concert, like I think I talked about this before. I never remembered seeing Weezer. Like I would remember seeing Weezer. I love Weezer, and I guess I did go see Weezer, and I had no memory or recollection of it. Even watching the video footage I took and all of that, and I wasn't drinking or anything at the time, so it's one of those things. Like, so a walk-in spirit, the memories do take a minute to transition through, and just interesting concept that comes through with that dashboard confessional. So let's see, 12. And then the past couple weeks, repeating songs were Stay by Rihanna, Stay by Oingo Boingo. It was just a lot of songs that said stay. And so wherever, maybe it's asking you to stay where you are, stay who you're with, just stay. So, and then the next one was I'm the One Who Knows by Brenton Wood. That I think that came through like 3 times in 1 week. At night she's in his dreams, and boy, if you can just see the scene, he's all dressed up in a hero suit, a long cape with stars on his boots. He rescues her from I think it's a train. They fly away to a far off land and live a life that's really grand. I'm the one who knows. I'm the one who really knows. And I'm the one who knows. I think you know things. You know people. You know situations. Like, it's that intuitive knowing. You just know things. And you just have to keep trusting that knowing. Okay, and then the next one. Oh, yeah. So that's the end for the songs. What is that song? Mazzy Star, Into Dust. That played twice in 24 hours. So you might want to look that one up. But Into Dust. When somebody gets cremated. So as I'm bringing out this little box, it could be like a cremation box. So being cremated, ashes. So we're going to start with the charm, my giving tree charms. I am no longer in California with my giving tree, but every tree that I go to or connect with, they are the giving tree to me. And so I found a couple things that, well, one main thing. So a repeating, I don't know if it's an image. I think it's an image. An astronaut, a moon man. So I keep getting an astronaut, a moon man. For like the past 7 years, I've just been getting these, like, you know, I had a friend send me a moon man painting. Like, it would just, weird random stuff would pop up. And this is like the be all for that right now, because I found this charm. It's a freaking moon man. So what do astronauts do? They go into space, right? Almost physically. You know, we go into space astrally. So it's interesting that this, I don't know what the significance of it is. Moonwalking, Michael Jackson, I don't know. It's been 7 years and I still cannot figure out what this has to do with anything. But I thought it was really cool that I found that charm. That's like, what? How? There's another charm that I lost. It was an iridescent, like, jewel heart. So I was thinking of the higher heart chakra. So let me have some sip. higher heart chakra. So I feel like a lot of people's higher heart chakra is activating that higher compassion, that understanding, that heart-to-heart connection with others. Like, you know, that, like, I don't even know how to describe it. If you ever seen Donnie Darko, where he's just following people around with this, like, etheric cord, it's like that. It's like that's that connection that we have with each other. And so when I saw that, it reminded me of not only the soul star chakra, that iridescence, but of the higher heart chakra. So higher heart chakra activation, maybe a lot of heart palpitations or like anxiety kind of. But yeah, I'm seeing like heart. And then literally right before I started this silver, you know, I always tell you guys when I find little beads or balls, it's Merlin. So don't mind my nails. I haven't had my nails. Silver. So the moon, as I'm drinking a blue moon. So silver is your intuition. So that's been coming through a lot. Trusting your intuition. Receiving. Being open to receive. And moon, the astronaut. It looks like a little moon. So something's going on with the moon. Something's happening with the moon. Another one, what color is this? Is also an iridescent pink heart. So once again, orb. It's like an orb. So anytime I see the orbs, it's a message from Merlin the magician. Sorry that the table's shaking. Merlin the magician it's all about magic. It's about manifesting. You are magic. You are magic. Like, you can manifest things into reality. The synchronicities sometimes are our manifestation, because we manifest it into reality because we're thinking about it. I say people that start seeing 11:11, are they seeing 11:11 because they're seeing it, or because now they are aware of it, and so they'll notice it more often because they've always got it on their brain. So it's about realizing that you can also manifest things quickly as you're vibrating very high. So be very mindful of what you take in, what you focus on, your thoughts. There's a little thing that I get like an email reminder. It's thoughts become things. And choose the good ones. What's good, what's bad. Choose the thoughts that are good for you, right? Like looking in the mirror and saying, oh, I suck, I'm ugly, oh, I need to do this, oh, blah, blah, blah. Don't manifest that. You're beautiful. You are amazing. You are talented. You are a god. You are a goddess. And then, so a black star. I bought a shirt, or a sweatshirt, and it's a California. Of course, I bought a California sweatshirt on my East Coast trip. But I bought a sweatshirt, and it had this star, I guess, on it. Like, I don't know if it's glued or what, but I had this star on it, and it fell off. But everything else is perfectly intact except for this black star. The Earth Star chakra, connecting to Mother Nature, deep grounding, right? Don't forget to ground. When you're feeling overwhelmed, Mother Nature can take all those electrons away from you. Like, here, take it. It's like symbiotic relationship. So, Earth Star chakra. So, not only am I seeing the Soul Star chakra with the iridescent heart that I saw, but the Earth Star chakra. So, I'm seeing that figure 8 again. You might be seeing 888 a lot. The figure 8, and that is stepping into your power, right? It's a lot of people say it's about abundance, money, but it's about stepping into your power. So those are the trinkets. A little box here. Okay, so we're at 29 minutes. I'm just going to do a few cards just to see. I'm trying to decide which cards I want to use. Okay. I think I'm guided to do the crystal cards. I want to get higher. Ooh. Got a pinch on my side. Ow. It feels like a Charlie horse. I've never had that. Ugh. I've never had that feeling before. Is it the beer? Is it the beer? Okay. Here we go. Oh, right away. Black tourmaline. Protection. You are divinely protected. But black tourmaline is also a very grounding stone. So the fact that we have the black star and the black tourmaline, very grounded. But it's also about protecting your energy, not only from takers or people that, you know, some people, what is it, like the energy vampires, they take from you because they don't have their own coffer filled. So protect your energy. But what I learned when I had my awakening was that I didn't need any type of protection because I was already divinely protected. And I didn't need to be protected from anything because I am everything, and I am you, and you are me. Why would I need to protect myself from me? And that was the whole dilemma or whatever that I had when I had my awakening. I was like, they're like, yeah, but why are you protecting yourself from that person? But for the physical space and your mental health, healthy boundaries, family, friends that no longer serve your highest good. Okay, so we got, pardon me, it is very humid here, so I'm just like still having a hard time adjusting to breathing here because it's just, I'm so used to the dry air of the desert. Okay. And I think I want to maybe read these. Sunstone. I love that we've been talking about the moon and now we got the sun. So we were talking about the earth star and the soul star, right? The opposite ends and of the spectrum, and now we have sunstone, which is all about empowerment. Ra. So this is also about Ra. So a lot of Egyptian stuff. When I had my awakening, I was working a lot with Ra. Hard to explain, but and yes, this is the number 6. Number 6. So I love that synchronicity. But I want to see what the animal is for this. Oops, wrong book. Sunstone. I love sunstone. It's very empowering. A lot of people use it to manifest money, opportunities, etc. But it is more like energizing. It's a very energizing crystal. It's here somewhere. Here it is. Sunstone, raw, light, radiant. And I'll take these off to read this. Okay. If sunstone has come to you today, the light of the sun is about to ignite your life, increasing your vital force. Sun. If I rule the world, I'd free all my sons, black diamonds and pearls, and we'll walk right up to the sun, hand in hand. We'll rock right up to the sun. We won't. Yeah. So, If I Rule the World by Nas had the whole sun referenced in the whole song, and here it is. The coming days are bound to be positive and flowing, but it is important to not block the potential this frequency carries with negativity and pessimism. This is exactly what's been coming through as well. So very synchronistic that everything I said is right here. Optimism is a key word where sunstone is concerned. It is possible that you are having your share of rough days at the moment. Sunstone has come to fill a role as your personal sun, showering positive light into your world and lightening the load. Sunstone can also open the voice and purpose of one's soul, so listen in a state of potential action. For with frequencies such as this, swiftness is the key. And so this is about setting goals, self-worth. So I was talking about 6 being the boss, right? Fulfilling your goals, your dreams, etc. Egypt, Serapis Bay, the soul star chakra. So look at that. The animal totem is the scorpion, Scorpio. Very cool synchronicity there. I don't even know where to put this. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm going to do the Mayan Oracle as well. You should see this table right now. It's like a disaster. The language of light. Light language. Have you been thinking about light language, or maybe watching light language videos, or maybe doing your own light language? And look at, it's the sun. So I love that the sun is coming through. The sun is, it's like speaking. The sun is speaking. So language of light. And I think that's exactly what this is going to say. It is going to say to step into that. Hold on. There it is. So qualities. Gateway. As I had to go through that whole dashboard confessional song to get to the gateway thing that I was talking about. Direct access. Transmissions. Feelings. Preparation for ascension. What else? Transcendence consciousness. So I'm going to read this. This lens heralds your approach. I'm trying to get light here. This lens heralds your approach to an interdimensional gateway. Be watchful. The language of light, the energy of your God self, is assisting you in crafting of your light body. This loving creation occurs through subtle transmissions of energy that can be sensed as pulses of light, color, sound, or heightened vibration. Trust and develop this sacred language. It is encoded in your feelings. You will know when you have been touched by this abstract language, when you have a sudden sense of union, transcendence, or expanded perception. As I was talking about when I had my awakening, it was like I just felt this oneness with everything, like I was you, you are me. Learn to use your feelings as your spiritual steering mechanism. Let your heart be your compass. Allow this ancient mode of communication to spark memories of your purpose and destiny. Symbols act as a means for decoding this abstract language. You do not have to understand symbols. Their meaning affects you on a supraconscious level that permeates all aspects of your being. Rather than relying on meanings fixed in memory, be receptive to your innate responses to symbols and metaphors. Let them ignite your own mythic coding, acting as a rapid transit between realities. Colors are also part of this language. Notice and work with the colors that strongly attract you. Remember, you are the knower. Fly into the pure state of consciousness where there are no words. Open to receive your native tongue, the galactic language of light. Feel the pulse of reunion, lovingly tendered as a gift of grace. So, oh my goodness, where is that? Where is that? The know, you know, and I'm the one who knows by Brenton Wood. That's such an amazing synchronicity that I'm just like, I want to do more of the Mayan ones. I want to do the high vibe decks for some reason. So my sacred geometry, my ascended masters. So let's do one more of these. Let me just have another sip. And I was inspired to have this beer by my friend Britt. She has another channel, and it's like I'm having a brain fart. Love, Light, Life, I think it is. I don't remember. That might have been her old one. Anyway, I did a Tipsy video one time, and I almost deleted it, but I was like, no, just leave it. It's out of your comfort zone. Leave it. And she told me that that was one of her favorite videos of mine because I was just more raw, I guess, not overthinking things, and everything was just coming out. So I was inspired to try that again tonight. So here we go. Let's continue. Let's do one more of these. Yes. The star. Look at that. As I showed you guys the black star, and there's the star. The realm shift. Let me get the book again. Here it is. Realm shift. I love this card. Look at that. With the pentagon. Another, the word pentagon has been coming through as well. Or the shape pentagon. Not the word. Just the shape itself. And so, as I was talking about the light, the language of light, symbols, and I literally was just telling somebody that I said, when I do readings, because they were asking about the cards and do I memorize them, and I said, well, I don't do tarot like a traditional tarot reader. I don't even really memorize any of the meanings. I kind of like get little bits and pieces of understanding of what the card itself means, but I like to look at the image and what symbols stand out to me, what colors stand out to me. That's where my message is. My message is not in the card itself, like the written. The message is in what I'm perceiving from it, what I'm feeling from the image. I think a lot of you guys are like that as well. Continue that. So, realm shift. Here it is. Okay, so, quantum leap. Oh my God. Might as well jump. Jump. Go ahead and jump. Hey, oh, who said that? Baby, how you been? Okay, expanded reality, web of possibilities, assemblage points, the unknown. Loosen your moorings, journeyer. Make room for miracles and expanded realities in receiving this lens. You're being asked to take a quantum leap beyond the comfiness of your known reality. You and this reality are entering a total shift of realms. Because of humanity's mass agreement about how reality is, you may have constructed your reality based on fixed beliefs in such things as restriction, denial, limitation, and judgment. However, when humanity reaches the critical threshold of change in its belief system, reality shifts to reflect that change. Set aside how your reality appears. I just told you guys that in the very beginning of this video. See the universe as an inseparable whole, one hologram made up of a vast web of interwoven possibilities. You can affect and draw from this energetic field now. You can create the reality you choose. A shift of realms is taking place. At this nexus of time and space, powerful galactic energies are meeting your expanding perception of what is possible. Anything you have defined in a limited way is being transformed. Perhaps you have seen this expanded version of reality in moments of extreme crisis, strong emotions, drug experiences, deep meditation, severe illness, or near-death experience. After such moments, all things look different, and the potential of all possibilities emerge. That is because the assemblage points of your reality have been shaken loose. Receiving this lens asks you to consciously loosen your assemblage points and allow them to remain loose. Take a quantum leap into the fluidity of unfixed beliefs and expanded realities by flexibly choosing to move into the unknown. A complete and marvelous reordering of your world awaits you. Reordering of your world. So, that came through. I think I wrote it in one of my stories. So you're creating your reality and everything is moving. It's almost like, I can't explain it, like a Rubik's Cube, right? It's just like, and then eventually it's like, oh, the colors, like, so that's how it is. Like, you're not going to see the result of your thoughts and manifestations, like, for some people right away, but you just got to continue living the way that you want to live your life, the way that you want to see the world. Things are happening. So from chaos comes clarity. So at the beginning I said that war and all this stuff is happening around us, and we got to like stay in the eye of the storm, because it's happening for a reason. It's like everything's like, okay, we didn't learn from that, so what are we going to do about this? And it allows us to question things, you know. Before we were fed a narrative and we went along with it, and it's, oh, that's great. Now we question these narratives because we're like, that just doesn't seem, because we can feel the truth. We can, we know the truth. So sometimes I feel like I'm in a play and I'm just going along with things, like, because I see things from a whole different perspective than a lot of my friends and family. So I just go along kind of like I'm just, okay, let's do this, playing along. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't even know if I'm making sense tonight, so My apologies. I'm the one who knows. Connection. Look at that beautiful card. Let it integrate into your subconscious. Let it enter your DNA. That is beautiful. It looks like this another sun, like a lot of sun energy. A sun, 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 sun. My son. My son. My son was taken. I don't know if have I ever. It was going to be a story time at one point. I might have talked about it. I don't remember, but I'll before I get into the connection card, I will talk about that. What page was that? 38. Okay, connection. The energy of connection helps you join your heart with your higher self. So the higher heart. Listen to this inner wisdom. The only one who can influence you sincerely is you. You're the one who knows. Oh my goodness. The synchronicities with the cards and the music, it's kind of a little eerie. Very, very eerie. But I love these cards, so integrate it. Beautiful. This is one of my favorite decks. So let's get another one. I'm the one who knows. Surrender. Oh my god. Surrender. Just surrender to it all. Integrate it. You can pause if you want to meditate with it. Surrender. So literally all day yesterday and today, I kept singing to my sister that TikTok song, "Surrender whenever you're ready." And I was literally singing it like that, all off beat. Where she's like, "Surrender," and there it is, surrender. Okay, let's see what surrender has to say. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's surrender to the highest version of you. At night she's in his dreams. Boy, if you could just see the scene. He's all dressed up. Okay, surrender. The energy of surrender helps you focus on your heart and your feelings. On your heart. Your higher heart. Here. Get out of here. Surrender is necessary to let go of old patterns that prevent you from opening up your heart. Surrender makes fear vanish. Surrender to love, surrender to relationships, surrender to your highest version of you in your life. Okay, let's do, I want to do these. Now I can't get that Britt song out of my head. Whenever you're ready. I'll do the ancestors and then I will do this. This is Voice of the Stones. My friend Tam Rosini got me this deck. Thank you, Tam. Mystical Magpie on Instagram. Acceptance. Guys, not only do we have to surrender, but we have to accept it. Acceptance. If you look at it, it looks like an alien, or almost looks like E.T. Very cool. Let's see what acceptance. I'm sure it's going to say what I think it's going to say. Oh my god, it's on page 33. The master number of enlightenment. Here we go. Knowing. Knowing I'm the one who knows. This is getting really freaking eerie. Whoa. There's like some sort of little bug flying around. But it's being very loud. Acceptance. Questions, knowing, spiritual growth, illusions, insight, patterns. When we view this card, we can see a figure standing with two towers, representing those around us. A portal, gateway. In the foreground, you can see a handprint. Your identity. Oh my God, another gateway. So I jumped it and I let you in. I love that. This is the card of self-acceptance, a card that tells us to be true to ourselves. Lately, you may be questioning your abilities, qualities, or actions. Who am I? Am I worrying about how others see or think of? Oh my God. What did I just say earlier? How am I moving in this world? Am I doing what my heart tells me to do, or what will please others? These are some of the thoughts that come with the acceptance card. Questioning the self is part of a spiritual growing process, and you should be commended. Knowing how and when to look deep inside yourself for the answers is actually one of your great abilities. By being able to look within, you will gain great insight into others. If you're thinking about a job change, you might consider some type of work that will utilize this ability, such as counseling, writing, etc. This may just be a time that your expertise is needed to help someone else gain a new insight into seeing their true self. Obtaining a deep knowing of your true self and not your theoretical self may be needed at this time. The theoretical self can often create illusions of who we really are and what we really do. We may create the illusion that we must work hard to accomplish grand noble tasks. It is good in theory, but in doing so, we may lose sight of the magical moments and opportunities that allow us to do just that, what we need to be doing. If you can take each day and task a step at a time, you might discover that you are doing grand and noble tasks. Know that you are enough just the way you are. I love that. It says you still need to roll down the same hill every day or take a chance and step through a new portal. The portal of your true self. This is the 6-6 portal, guys. Wow. That was very powerful. These messages that have come through have not only confirmed and eerily and synchronistically aligned with the songs. I'm blown away. This is like amazing. Okay, let's do Keepers of the Light and then we'll do the Ascended. Let me see how much time I got here. Okay, yeah. We'll do an hour here. So whenever you're ready, surrender. Whoa, 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 whoa. Too many cards. Here we go. I just want one card. Serapis Bay. Ascension. How many Ascension cards did we get so far? I think I just got to go back to it. But look at that. As I was talking about Ra and Egypt. There's Ascension, guys. This is crazy. No, it's not crazy. This is reality. This is our reality. And I think accepting that makes it that much more real, right? Oh, I'm gonna take it off. I'm nearsighted, guys. I'm not farsighted, unfortunately. Where the heck is Serapis Bay? You hear the dogs howling? It is stuck on this page. Oh my god, here, finally. It was like, literally would not let me open it. Move into your true self. Holy cow. There's 3 cards. It's the exact same thing with the songs. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Serapis Bey is the light keeper in charge of ascension, and he once served as a priest in Lux. Okay, yeah. Now he is, we call upon him to ascend. He's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. The stars cannot shine without darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma, or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of growth. There's always room for improvement. There's also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth or experience. It's important to cherish this time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support it. Guys, I'm a little freaked out right now. In a good way. Like, because I haven't done a reading since 4/4. So I was like, oh, how's this reading going to be? I was so nervous. I literally had to keep restarting the video because I just could not, like, get it. Like, I was breathing hard, and I was almost having like a panic attack. And then I remembered, okay, this reading is not just for you guys, but it's also for me. And when I look at it that way, like the anxiety kind of went away. I don't know, when I do live videos, it's not as bad. For some reason, when I start recording, like just like how I'm recording right now, I can't breathe, which is very strange. Oh no, we're doing the Ascended Masters. Here we go. This is crazy. No, it's not crazy. It is reality. Ready, surrender. The moon. Oh my goodness. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. Blue moon, the moon in the trinkets. A lot of moon. The moon is the causal chakra of the universe and radiates divine feminine energies. Call on it to cleanse your aura and energize you. Remember, the influence of this celestial body is always there, whether you can see it or not. When you are offered this card, you are called on to practice your feminine qualities of love, wisdom, compassion, intuition, inclusiveness, discernment, and oneness. Your guidance is to go within and seek answers from your huge font of wisdom. The moon will bring you clarity so that you can flow with the current of ascension. The moon, the astronaut, the moon man, the moon. What was that like? Was anybody like an astronaut in a past life or something? I listen to my divine feminine wisdoms. That is, wow. Sometimes and I wish I could like, because my editing program sucks. So I wish I could just sit here and ponder that for a minute. But then you guys would be like having to fast forward, just like a long ass pause. I want another one of these cards. I'll try to have a sip. I do not like beer, but let me tell you, it's a tasty beer. Almoira, number 44. What was the moon? Did I already put it? The moon is 11. And 44, we have two master numbers. So 11 is the portal, the gateway. So this is all cohesive and concise, and it's really eerie. Almoira is Chohan of the first ray of action. He is helping us with the changes ahead and our opportunities for ascension. Ascension, guys. He is helping us with the changes ahead, blah, blah, blah. He is a member of the White Brotherhood and originates from Mercury. Almoira will soon become the Manu, the perfected man, on whom the new root race of humanity, with its 12 strands of connected and active DNA. 12. My numerology earlier, repeating number 12. In drawing this card, you are asked to lead by example, employing the self-discipline, strength, and integrity of an ascended master. You are reminded to use your power for the highest good. Affirmation, I stand in my power. Sunstone. Affirmation, I stand in my power. We got the sun, we got the moon, the yin and the yang. It's like, this is beautiful balance. I'm seeing balance, just balance. And number 44, so I was talking about my last video was on 44, is all about stepping into your teacher role, teaching and learning, but the master teacher. So when I see 44 and 22, they are to me the master teacher. They are here to impart knowledge and wisdom to others. And sometimes wisdom is channeled, and sometimes wisdom comes from our own experiences. So don't be afraid to share your experiences. And I was going to tell a story. It's a very personal story, but the sun stuff kept coming through and the moon. So when I was like, I think it was like maybe 18. That was before I was 20. I know that. I was pregnant, and we went to go get the sonogram. Everything was great, and then one day I just felt really weird, and then I fell asleep and I had this dream, and this dream, somebody took me up to the moon, or like, I don't know, like maybe like, I don't know, it was really high up, and they said your son was taken, and then they pointed up to the stars area, and then I woke up, and immediately I felt like something was wrong, and went to the hospital, and they did the ultrasound, and there was no more baby. I did not have a miscarriage. The sac was still perfectly intact. There was no more baby in it. They had a couple names like that they were trying to figure out what happened, blighted ovum or something like that. But it made no sense. Like they could not figure out what happened. And I always thought about that. Like my son was taken. The sun. So yeah, very personal story. But I don't know why the whole astronaut, the moon, and all that, it just took me back there, and all the referencing to sun. So very crazy synchronicities in this reading. I want to do one last one, two last ones from the Ascension deck and the Magic deck that I got. I actually got a new deck that I didn't pull out, but maybe I'll do that next time. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. That was another message that came through in one of the other cards. So another repeating message. And then we're going to do the magic, and we are done for the evening. This is one of my favorite decks now. I got this in Salem, Massachusetts. Perseverance. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. Yes. I can relate to that. Woo. Goddess. Healing feminine energy. So here she is again. The moon. Wow. The feminine energy is very healing. You have these healing abilities, and I think people just being in your presence, I think that was, what song was that? I don't remember which song it was. Was it Oh Honey? Oh no, 11, Feels Good by 2020. People just being in your presence is healing to them, because as you vibrate at a certain frequency, so when you're vibrating at a certain frequency high up, and somebody is like about to awaken, but they haven't awakened yet, when they meet you, they awaken, because it took that energy to like link up to like get here for them to fully awaken. So you have that ability to awaken others just by your presence. The wisdom that you share, all of a sudden these memories of start coming back to them, and they remember, like, why does that resonate with me? Why does it resonate so deeply? When you get the chills when somebody's talking to you, right? I always say that that's you're remembering. It's new synapses rewiring your brain with this new information. It's like, yes, I remember. So share your stories, no matter how uncomfortable they may be. I mean, I have so many uncomfortable stories. I always say I'm going to do story times, and I just don't get around to it, but I'm hoping that in this next year, I will start doing that more often. But I just want to say thank you guys so much. I can't even see what I'm doing here. Thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting what I do, and always interacting and commenting. You don't know how much your comments mean to me, to have somebody actually interact on this stuff. Like, sometimes I just say some outlandish shit, you know? So to have people that actually are resonating with what I'm saying, it makes a person feel a little less lonely in the world. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you. I love you guys so much, and hoping to see you guys on the 7/7 portal. I'm not making any promises, but fingers crossed, right? So I love you. Namaste, everybody.